in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Happy Wednesday. Happy FOMC. What's going on, everybody? I see Caesar's here. What's up? Let me see if I can answer that name. It's good afternoon from South Africa. Welcome on in. James will be on stream with us today. He's from South Africa. So he'll be on ASFX TV in about 45 minutes. But welcome on in, everybody. Lots to go over. I'm going to give a lot of preaching, a lot of advice, a lot of just please trade smart today, shall we? That's really it. It's FOMC day. Hopefully, it's not your first FOMC day. If so, you're very new to trading. But not that we can't find winning moves. We're definitely going to try. We're definitely going to look. But if we could find one, early in the morning, see you later. Right off the day, that's a nice day. Any green you can squeak out today is a nice W, right? If you just think about it, think about how many people are going to lose money today and then continue to lose money because they're just going to keep on trading. So it's just more important that if we can make some money, I'm not trying to maximize gains and have my biggest day of the year on FOMC day. And we're still in the same range of price action we were all day yesterday from Monday's low as well. There's no trend, right? It's not surprising. It wasn't even surprising yesterday. There was a bunch of discussion in the BSC, some good talk, some good markups that, yes, if we find some trending moves today, great, beautiful. But if we don't, we cannot be surprised and force trades saying there must be trend. I need to find a clean setup. This needs to pay me out. We'll take what we can get, right? We'll see what we can find. But the most important thing is just surviving. If you still have an account, I mean, maybe many of you took advantage of the top one sale over the weekend. They were running their Black Friday sale. It was 57.5% off. So let's just assume many of you took advantage of it and you started that either on Monday or last week. You should still have those accounts. That's your only job by Thursday and Friday, right? Let's say Friday. If you still have those accounts that you started at the beginning of the week and you managed to survive FOMC, that's a small W. And then let's say we come back on Monday and there's just beautiful, clean, normal setups and you take a nice win. That's where you maximize. Not on a day where we're potentially in a range with low volume until 2 o'clock. So I'll keep preaching it. It's very tough, get into some any sort of trade, tight stop losses, chasing the next move, and then just nothing's happening. Just nothing. I pulled up a markup. I just looked while the intro was running. Looking on this trade, this was October 29th, which was the last FOMC we had. I don't know what the rest of the day did. But you can see my long here off New York VWAP, bouncing off this overnight VWAP. It is really clean. Not chasing this first break of open range highs. Like everything is fitting my strategy to a T. But like, why didn't it go higher? What the hell? This is the strategy. That's the play I take every day. Conditions, market sentiment. It's not trending. We're sitting sideways most likely many of the times until 2 o'clock. So you can't just expect rip after rip, new highs after new highs. If it does, great. But when it doesn't, you can't be surprised of like, what the hell? I thought that was a good setup. It may be a good setup with different outcomes today just because there's lower volume, less decision on what direction to go. So I don't even know what I did here. It says out on the push away from open range high. So I guess I scalped something small in there. Slowing and mag 7's actually bearish. I'm in the long. FOMC day. So don't want to expect breakouts. Get close to VWAP and take singles. Yes. Right? I don't want to be chasing highs ever, but especially on an FOMC day, I want to be positioned around this VWAP so I can try to scalp this move. Right? This might be all I get today. That's fine. Right? It's better than now potentially chasing breakouts that don't come. All right. So just keep that in mind. If you can get price close to VWAP, you can maybe scalp a little bit of move from it. Luigi, what's up? Doug, what's up? Chef, good morning. But we'll be on ASFX TV in about 45 minutes. Gonna keep it tight, like I've just been saying. So if you want to join there, first month is free. So you can come tune in today if you sign up as a member. It's first month free. The link's in my bio. And then with that, if you're done trading early today, I would say just study, right? Do markups, do whatever you do on your off days and study, or go through Futures 2.0 here. This is my strategy that I just did an update to at the beginning of December. It's the full A through Z, introduction to the close, right? So watch that over the afternoon if you're done trading and you don't want to be trading, potentially lose your accounts. There's a bunch of people in the BSC this morning. I was just reading it. Casey said, good morning, just press the lock button. FOMC is historically a blow up day for me. Good luck. So he's locked out. That's not even an opportunity to take some losses. And there was something else. I think Steve Jesper said, I've separated myself from the 90% this morning and locked myself out for the whole day. Not going to chase anything on a day like this. That's some good self-awareness. You don't have to lock yourself out, but no one's going to say it's a bad idea. Like, oh my God, what are you doing? If you feel like you can't handle, it's not like scary today. It's just like if you can't handle the potential choppiness and you don't think you could stop after one trade, or if you take a loss, what might come of that, then yeah, put some guardrails in that say, you know what? It may be a okay day, but I don't even want to fuck around and find out. Let me just lock it out. I'll come back tomorrow. Not a bad idea. We say it all the time. Anthony Cordelli, who Austin was speaking to on the podcast, he would say on FOMC days, the traders in the pit literally just played cards in the back. Like it's like I'm not trading today. We're gonna trade today, but you think about just like all the big players of like all the days to trade. Is this the day to hammer it? When everyone's just waiting for 2 o'clock when we're gonna cut rates? Probably not. So you don't have to take off. But it's like if you did, you're gonna miss something, but you'll find something tomorrow. You're always gonna miss a move. But you look at it yesterday, we're just still stuck inside there. So I actually didn't take nothing, playbooking it, non hindsight, which is good, I guess. Along down here, and it was actually turned out to be the bottom. I did not think it would rip this high. Ripped 83 points here on NQ. And again, is it worth taking on an FMC day at 7:40 in the morning down here, longing it? No, so I didn't. But just seeing this, right, knowing the conditions of it, of yes, we have lower highs and lower lows. Do we probably just sell off and make lower lows when we're in this range on FOMC morning? Probably not. I wouldn't think so. So let me play what the market's giving me and play the range, aka long from the top and short from the bottom. All right, so it was just a long idea. I didn't take it because it's too risky this morning. When I just get to the desk, you can see we're right back in the middle. Overnight view up and yesterday's New York view up is flat. So like I said, I'm going to definitely be looking for trades on stream at 9:25 here, but as close to view up as possible. That way you don't run the risk of maybe chasing something that has no gas, right? Aventuro, good morning. Listening from work. Oh, I appreciate it. You just trade your edge, maybe have a small max daily loss, size down. You don't got to run from the market. Perfectly said. Yeah, you don't need to like, oh my God, I can't make money today. It's just a little bit tougher. And I know when people take losses on a choppy day, it unravels quickly into another trade, another trade, trying to chase a market that's not running. So what are you even chasing after, right? You're looking for like 2 points in a 5-point range. So just a matter of slow and easy, no rush. Whatever the market gives me, I'll take a good setup if it's there. But if it's not, I don't need to be forcing things to try to make a good trade out of nothing, right? That's really the difference. Because, this was my last FOMC. That's a clean setup, 10-13. If I didn't tell you what day it was, that's a setup I got to be in. But when it doesn't just rip face for a new high a day, it's recognizing, all right, this is kind of slow. It's giving me a little bit of profit here. I'll take that. If I can get small green on an FOMC day, I'll take that. Even if it does go to the highs, I'll still be glad I made some money. Great. Right. But then it's not like, okay, let me short it here. And then it bounces off the overnight view up. And you're like, oh, damn. All right, let me long it actually. And then it just comes right back down. And you're like, whoa. Your first trade was good. What are you doing all this other extra shit for? What are we doing? And this was actually 2 FOMC ago. This one, I was maybe too stuck on the idea that we're going to range. We're going to range. It's FOMC day. And it happened kind of sideways. Little bottom here, slowing with some wicks. So I freaking buy the bottom just because we're holding this open range low. I get smoked. It's like, yeah, that's fighting the trend that I didn't think would come in, but it definitely can. That's what I'm saying. I think I have a better markup on playing this short. Get close to VWAP, up, scalp it down open range low, you're done. And I just saw it slowing here, so I was like, oh, maybe we could long it back up inside this range. Boy, was I wrong. But we also have a new YouTube video today. What is today? Hopefully many of you don't need it, but today's video, if you haven't been keeping up with my 25 days of trading series, all about where to anchor your VWAPs. So if you got any questions, if this is your first time here, first of all, I've been making YouTube videos. I did YouTube videos every day anyways, but now it's every day. I normally would take like a Sunday off or Saturday off. But now every day there's a new YouTube video at 11 a.m. So you get my full trading plan, some mistakes with VWAP, copy trading, my strategy that's on ASFX TV, the one I'm talking about here. You get a little insight into it for free on YouTube. Some new trader stuff, the opening range, chasing money too early in the open, all these different things, right? But today is where I anchor my VWAPs, right? Where is this blue one from? Where's the black one tied to? And what purpose do they serve? It's not just like, because some people will be like, do you have a VWAP on from like March 28th? I'm like, no, no, I don't. What is that? Why is that important? And just like, oh, it was a volatile day. I'm like, I don't, no, no, I don't. So like, you could put a VWAP anyway. I could have a yesterday's high on. You could do a bunch of You could do a start of week. There's a million view ups you could put on. So like I'll give you mine and why I use them. Right? Because there's always probably going to be a view up in our way or in our favor. So you could always talk yourself into a trade if you're just using every view up. But you could just slim it down and use the same ones consistently. That's where you're at. But let's have a great day, shall we? I'm not ruling it out. We got Zarb coming on this afternoon. So Zach's gonna be trading with us every afternoon, Tuesday through Thursday. So he'll actually be live. He does it at 1 o'clock. I remember last FOMC, he pushed it till like 2 so that you guys could see the FOMC noise. I'll have to DM him today and see if he wants to change that. So keep an eye out for Zach's stream today. It's at 1, but maybe check to see if this changes to 2. I'm not promising or saying it's gonna, but rather than him start at 1 and carry it till 3, that's a long stream. So we shall see. But again, ideally, you're done trade. You're just watching FOMC to watch what happens. You're not looking for trades. It can be exciting when it moves very quickly, but it could also bite you. This is NQ, ES, just as rangy. This was that level I was talking about yesterday. A couple BSC members were going long. We actually have another call today, so that'll be good. Hopefully no one's getting beat up on FOMC. If you have to get on the call today, people are out of accounts. Smack some people around. But it's not a bad trade. Got a break above the overnight view up here. Some nice holds of it. And then people are trying to buy this retest of overnight view up. Probably maybe go get the next higher high. Not a bad idea. Not terrible at all, because especially when you consider, well, since the open, what's been happening? Well, here's our open down here. Since the open, it's been all buyers. So I can see the long bias in that regard. Just maybe pre-FOMC of like, that's an hour of you can't make a new high, right? This pre-market high of day. Could not get above it. So the fact that we're rejecting and coming down, if I went a long right back into it, you could. It could have broken. But just seeing like, I would have loved if we made a small new high and then pull back, because then I would say, yeah, maybe that's our higher low. But I was just seeing it more as like a rejection of the high. We couldn't get up there. Buyers didn't like it up there. So thankfully no longs up there. But I think it's tricky, because then it actually folds back down and makes a new low of day, which I was liking at the open. If you guys were watching the stream yesterday on NQ, looked a little bit different. I'll put on that overnight view up, same thing. I was liking shorts, even though the open came in down here as bullish. Once we got to this overnight VWAP, I could just put it on replay mode. Once we were here, could we make a lower high here? Right, where did the last lower highs form? At that VWAP, right? Start of day, lower high, lower high. Is this going to be the next lower high when we come back down? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? But ES was super strong, so didn't carry through. But just in regards to, like, I was kind of short coming into the day, and then it does move higher, same zone, like kind of can't make a new high. So it's like, yeah, we might just be in an FOMC range like the day before. This is the range. Highs are set, lows are set. You can make money within it, but not going anywhere. We're just gonna be looking for one clean trade today. One clean one. All right. Any questions? Anything not make sense? Tris, what's up? Good morning. Hopefully everything's making sense. Clear some of these VWAPs. So right now I just have on my chart, which I think you guys have seen for the most part if you're tuning into ASFX TV streams, that the automated VWAP indicator is back. It got pulled down for like a week or two. The link to that is on stream. I don't have it in my link in bio yet. I don't think I ever did. No. So if you need that, you can tune into stream and I'll drop it in the in the chat. It's also down there, but I think you just probably also type it in. It's just ASFX automatic VWAPs and key levels. Is that it? Where is it? I don't know. See here on the 1 minute, we're just chilling around this overnight VWAP in previous days New York. ASFX automatic VWAPs and key levels. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So if you need that, that's just automatically painting my VWAPs that I use. You can go into the settings. I think I have a YouTube video on it if you need to change them. Do you think we find a higher low off here? Some support? Very slow. Caught some nice gas here and there. And now for the last 20, 30 minutes, it's 8:30. Have 30 minutes of absolutely nothing. This is just obviously we all want fast trades. We all want to sell it right here, get out in 5 minutes. But how many times do we have to long it here and then finally get that pop towards the high? Market doesn't move in our time. I think yesterday was even slow. Yeah, yesterday was slow too. If you went to the regular trading hours on the longs off New York VWAP, it was like a bounce. I don't know the time the first bounce play was in, like where people started buying it. Maybe here, like 10:17, when you had like a New York VWAP retest. That's a short, supposed to be long. A long finally didn't really pick up speed. You were in at 10:17, you're out at 11:17, so an hour, right? But like if someone bought it here, it's a lot less stressful, just straight up from there. So timing is tough when it doesn't really want to move anywhere. So that's why you just get a good price, get some confidence in it, give a good stop loss that it could hold, and you should be fine. What are these VWAPs we got going? But you can see ES a little bit lower than NQ, right? Yeah, NQ on this week since that low set on Monday. I'm not calling these out as higher lows, but it is making them compared to ES, which is a little bit lower down here. You look at Monday's sell-off, lower high yesterday. These still could be lower highs. It's a bearish week so far, right? Especially with the lack of follow-through yesterday. It's like a bearish pullback, bearish pullback. If it was a clean trend day, you'd find some nice shorts. Get rid of that. Get rid of it. You think it's smart to trade before the news, the 2 o'clock news, I assume? Or would you have something earlier? I didn't even check. I like to watch Financial Juice, but I'll pull up Forex Factory as well. Wednesday. So we got CAD news, 8:30. We already had this. Was that this? That was 8:15. Time was this at? 8:20. A little bit before the news. But either way. 9:45 CAD, don't care. CAD. Yeah, so I mean, the only news today is that FOMC at 2 o'clock. I wouldn't say it's not smart or it is smart to trade it. It depends on the approach you go into it. Asaf, of like, what's your approach? Is it like I'm gonna go full size, chase breakouts, trade 5 times, and hit home runs? Or is it like I'm gonna be slow? I'm gonna wait for my opening range to set. I'm gonna wait for a clear sign of what direction I should be trading it. Give it a healthy stop, scalp it a little bit more aggressively. I don't need a perfect risking 20 points to go get 20. If I can go get 15 off of a 20-point stop loss, I'll take it. You know, it's like just easing into it, recognizing like this is where no one's excluded from it. I could be an ass today. I could trade like shit, right? Because just one click and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get back in. You know, like no one's exempt from trading like an ass. We're all one click away from being retarded. As sad as that is, some are a little bit better at it than others, for sure. That it's less of a risk, but it still is of like it's choppy conditions. You look at that trade. I think I deleted it. The one I took last FOMC, it's like it was a clean bounce, but it didn't run for a new high. So like if I just held on to it forever, I wouldn't have made any money. But recognizing like, hey, today's a little bit different. You should probably try to be a little bit more aggressive on the profit taking because you also know if this goes green, right? Imagine I long it here. It goes green. I let it come back and I get break even or even lose. What is that going to do to the rest of my day? I know what risk that runs of mismanaging a trade. I'm going to want to get back in, want to make it back. But maybe the market's not going to give me an opportunity to make it back or one that fits my plan. So by not taking profits, I just cost myself a shitty afternoon of over trading until. not worth it. So like if I could just get short now, I'll take it. Thank you very much. Like just get your money. Get your money and run. But patience, patience. One trade, small size, yep. Take what it can give you. We all want to find a trade real quick, and we probably will get one. But it's just a matter of like that is the worst thing. I mean, you look at yesterday. Let's just pretend everyone was long on ES yesterday around a 2 minute, just so it looks condensed. A 2 minute long. There was a bunch of people longing it off. This New York do up bounce, right? Not a bad play. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Let's go make that next higher high. Like I said, there was that resistance above that it smacked. But regardless, you take the long there. Let's just say you get stopped out there. Okay, healthy loss, but I'm pissed. I want to take another trade. I want to make it back. Gets sweeps this low, gets back above New York VWAP. Maybe this one definitely does. All right, let me get back in, and then you get stopped out again. Okay, okay. Oh, we're back at VWAP. Let me try again. Like this is it's gonna happen, right? But like we've gone nowhere. So like you may get stopped out and want to trade, need to trade, but the market's not setting up for it. We're not trending. It's like the worst thing is like that urge to need to trade, but the market looks like ass. So it's like, I need to make something out of this. Like it's not presenting for me. But I don't care if it's not presenting for me. I need to trade. I want to trade. Let's go over this 15-minute one more time. Like I said, I'll be jumping over to ASFX TV in about 20 minutes. I'm going to fire it up today. Austin's lazy ass. So we'll take a break here in like 20. Go fire it up over there. But for anyone that needs a top one account, the sale is extended. It's not 57.5% off now. It's just 50, but you can still copy trade 5 instant fundeds and 6 regular or Ignite accounts, which is huge, right? I need to refresh. Do I need to refresh? What is this? Oh, I refreshed the page. That was an old tab, chat. Damn. But if you use, I wonder if you use code Evan, I don't know. You at least get 50%. You might get a little bit more. But either way, copy trading 5 instant funded is still here and 6 ignites. So that's huge because I wasn't sure if that was going to go away. So if you need one for them, the link is that on my Twitter as well. But we should have a good stream today. James is going to be on. Randy's going to be on. Austin, who knows about that guy? But like I said, looking at Monday into today, FOMC day or not, it's still bearish. And hope if no one sees that, let me know. I'll try to explain it better. I mean, I just see lower highs from Monday. Yes, yesterday was gross, like moving higher, wedge or whatever the fuck. But realistically, it's like, okay, on top, we really haven't made any higher highs. Like yesterday tried to. We've moved lower since yesterday into today. We're moving lower, bearish. So if we make a new low of week here, it's definitely bearish. But you still have to keep in mind of like, well, let me be cautious of chasing breakouts. Like, let me still try to get a short, but close to VWAP or after a pullback. Don't just be chasing shorts after this strong bar. You know what I mean? Like the direction is half of the equation. You still need to get a good timing and price. The market was quite ass, at least for me this week. This week, yeah, I mean, nothing sexy. Yesterday, I would agree with that for sure. Yesterday was like that. I was kind of short, but then it was given longs, and then the longs stopped working, and the shorts came back in. I'm like, well, where the hell were you at the open? I wanted to short you at the open. Monday was just see you later. One small pullback, see you later. So yeah, nothing too crazy. I think also last week, Thursday and Friday, were terrible. Right, this is our New York session last week, Thursday 9:45. This was the New York session, and then on Friday, move up, move down, New York session. So tricky couple of days, but we're still scalping out some money from it. Same thing as this long I had earlier idea of longing it from the bottom rather than chase longs on the breakout. I want to short it back down, play the range. So I'm going to definitely let the opening range set on a day like today. And like I said, if you guys are done trading early, it's free for the first month. So you can finish the year with us, start the year with us in January. First month's free if you use code FIRST. You get access to all 3 of these strategies, all the replays, all of the live streams. So you're done trading this afternoon, check out Futures 2.0. And if you've already seen it, make sure you go check out the update. Chapter 12 is new. As so is 11. I think 10 as well. 4 was redone. Just a short tutorial one, but new chapters and redone chapters. So check it out when you guys are not trading this afternoon to keep yourself busy. All right, all right. Also just said to the BSC group, be careful with size today. Please don't let today be the day you torch your shit. As simple as it is. I put it on my Instagram story last night. If you, and I said at the beginning of the stream, if you have an account that you started on Monday, maybe you started it 2 weeks ago. I don't know when the hell you started it. Doesn't matter. If you still have it on Thursday and Friday, small little pat on the back. Because the old you would have definitely lost it last FOMC. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Right? The amount of messages I get, the amount of things I see in Discord on, I took 6 trades. I couldn't do this. It's like, literally, if you just avoided this day, you'd be fine. That was simple as it. You had a good 2 weeks and you threw it all away on one day. That's not worth it. The old you would have tilted on FOMC. The new you may take a loss. Someone's going to take a loss today. But it's about how do you respond to it? What are your actions after that? Because I don't know about the price action. I might take a great setup and it loses. I might fall into the trap of taking a shitty trade and I lose. Doesn't matter. If I still limit the damage and I walk away down $300 on the day, the normal loss. It's not, you fell into the trap of FOMC, you got cooked. It's like, no, I took a loss. That's fine. But if you take 3 losses, 4 losses, outsized losses, it's not fine. So it's up to you. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? I had one of our coaching calls probably weeks ago now with one of our guys, Benedict. And he was just sharing with me all his goals on trading and all these different things he wanted to get. And I remember saying it years ago, probably even, but think of it's super motivational chat. With the things that this trader you say you want to be, what is he doing? What does he say? What does he think? What are his actions after trading, before trading, during trading, right? That like you could take that towards anything. It's like, show me your habits and I'll show you where you're probably going. That's like, okay, yeah, you want to make XYZ trading. You want to have this much time with your family. Okay, you want it. You say you want it, but like you're not doing any report cards, or you're removing your max daily loss every day, every morning. So it's basically not even there. Or you're oversizing and chasing breakouts at the open. I don't think that 5 years from now, trader, you say you want to be that has all these goals accomplished. I don't think he's doing those things. So like you're not lining up with the person you say you want to be and the goals you want to get. So I don't know if you actually want them. I think you like the idea of them, but you don't actually want to do the boring shit to get there. Right? Even the report cards, I slacked on it for a little bit of time. I think at the end of summer, and then I got back on it, and my trading improved immediately. It's like, yeah, you can't just slack on shit that like the person that you want to be. They review their trades, they limit their trades, they have a clear plan, they use the same risk every day, they put a consistent stop loss, they don't we're all going to slip up every now and then. No one's going to be perfect every day. But you have to be honest with yourself of like, am I doing anything that I think the trader from 5 years from now is going to be doing? I don't think so. So how can I expect to accomplish those goals I say I have? That's my TED Talk. Hopefully you appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. We got 20 minutes. 20 minutes until the bell. Someone in this chat is going to put on a long right at 9:29. May work out, may not. I can't help you. It is what it is. And I was also talking to him on that same note of like, obviously you want it to diminish and get a little bit less frequent, but like how I said this morning, we're all one click away from being an ass. Like it is true. Like you could be having such a hot streak and feel fine, and then you take one loss and like it did something in there that now you're going to trade like shit today. You're going to do things you haven't been doing, and it came out of nowhere. So like that's why it is good to have a max day loss in, because you never know when that day may come. You've been feeling good, trading good. I'm not going to tilt today. You could. Anyone could. So like it's like, let me just put in this guardrail just in case that is that day. Hopefully I don't need it, but if it's there, I'll be glad it's there. Because what was it? He was chasing trades at the open, but there was something else. I don't know. I don't want to scare everybody that like today's impossible to make money. It's not the end of the world. I'm just speaking from experience. I've seen so many people lose accounts on this one day, a 3 hour stretch of the month. You know, you had all month, you had all week, all of weeks, and you chose this 3 hour time slot to just throw it all away on a day that we know is a little tougher. It's like, all right, can't help you there. You need some impulse control. So maybe trade an account you don't care about, or the one that's furthest from payout, or the one that you want to size down on. If you're still trading on Project X, which I know some of you probably still are, if you're trading with Top One, you still can choose an account with Project X. It's still there. It's just gonna be going away, I think, February, maybe late January. So you could definitely still buy one with Project X and trade it there. But if you're on Project X, you can put in a max daily loss. So you should. Um, I have some accounts with TradeAway and Ninja Trader now since it came out. But same thing. Just protect your ass. Protect the downside. We got a BSC call this afternoon, like I said. Austin's got no power. Who cut his wires on FOMC day of all days? It's not a bad day to lose your power. That would save a lot of you guys some money. But any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any confusion? All right, I'll say it one more time as we head into ASFX TV here. 10 minutes until the open or the stream that's going to head into the open here. So if you go to ASFX TV, you can go wait there now. And this is what I'm saying. If you go here on the stream, view up indicators down there, the link to that. So if you join there, you can get the free indicator. And the tickets to the boot camp are still on sale. So those are going to be gone soon. So I don't need to preach that. They'll sell themselves. But we'll be there in 10 minutes. Other than that, Zarb will be back on this afternoon at 1 o'clock. It might be a short stream today. I don't want to stick around till 11:30. If we can make money between 10 and 10:30, we're going to bounce. That's for damn sure. Take my money and run. Go to the gym. We got our Black Shirt Cup call at 1 o'clock this afternoon. So got to go get my shit done beforehand. We got that new YouTube video at 11 today. Like I said, every morning at 11 a.m. So Eastern time, 2 hours from now. And then every day. But yeah, that's today. Stream. Top One sale is still running. I think that's it, chat. Anything you need, I think I provided it. So if you got any other questions, fire them off before we head on to ASFX TV. Yesterday, 0950 had such a nice clean view up bounce. Long content from your YouTube was fresh in mind. 950 in the morning, or like a price 950. 1040, probably not that one. What's this? That's 1040 as well. Oh, like inside the range? I don't think I have that one marked up. I think I might remember. ES 950. So yeah, I don't love that one as much, to be frank with you. It's not Futures 2.0. That if you look at the levels of everything, it's still early on in the day. Opening range is still setting. Again, not a terrible trade. If this is what you're talking about exactly, I don't know if you're talking about a little bit lower. You're saying NQ. That's what I was watching as well. It's a little bit less bullish. 950. Yeah, so again, it's not terrible. It is off the New York VWAP. If you love the longs, this is a great price. you're probably going to want to get out on first break of open range high, right? So I would want to. That's what the plan would say. So you're probably out there rather than sit another 20 minutes, 30 minutes just to get the same exit you could have in 5 minutes, right? Yes, it goes higher, but either way, you probably want to secure some green up at that level. I just remember looking on the electronic trading hours, you could see I wasn't fully sold on the longs yet, just because you're longing it here into the overnight VWAP. That's where I was saying I could see longs come back down, but not until this New York VWAP was taken out, which it was not. So that's why the shorts never came in. So yeah, not a bad play because ES was just moving higher above its VWAP, so that was maybe foreshadowing. That's why I was. I mean, you look back here, I'm still seeing. Oh, this could definitely still be a lower high. Let's see if we could break through this first. So I think the longs are maybe smarter up here, but good price. Glad you're liking the YouTube videos and finding some trades with it. What do we think, chat? Can we find some money short today? FOMC day. News at 2 o'clock Eastern. So, like I said, I'll be streaming from like 9:30 to like 11 at most, if I had to guess, because it's like not sticking around until this chop. And if you're, I mean, do what you want, but I could only hold your hand so far. That's like trade in the morning, but like don't be trading like 1 o'clock. By 1 o'clock, it's probably just gonna sit until 2. So like trade the morning, maybe early lunch, but like there's a certain time where it's like, all right, now we're too close to the news. Let me just stop. Let me just chill. But if you want to keep on going, keep on going. To each their own. Doug, you're welcome. Thanks. I'll hit it hard at the open and then get off the charts. Exactly. If you full pour 10 minutes, you could probably squeeze something out of it and then be done by 9:32. It's not financial advice, but you probably could. So hopefully I'll see you guys on stream in about 5 minutes. I'm going to be on firing it up, so we'll take just a small break here in a couple minutes. Transition over there. Yep, I got it open over there. All right. I think we're good. Black Shirt Club call this afternoon. If you want to join, you can join it. The call today. You can be on it as soon as today if you join, but you probably want to read it first and then join tomorrow or something. But we got another call on Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We got group coaching calls with the BSC. So today should be a good day to do it as we talk about how did people do this morning. So stay tuned. We'll find out. We'll find out. But for the time being, we're underneath overnight VWAP. So I would tell you sellers are in control, especially since, like I said, it's more so painting as a bearish week and Q a little bit less than ES. But regardless, Monday's high. There's still a ceiling up here. I draw it any way I want. There's not much going to the upside, so shorts could look good, but how far do you want to sell it? If you can get a pullback close to VWAP, I'll try to scalp the next move. I don't really want to probably chase moves that are already ripping without me, But see what lines up. Not a whole lot of sexy price action. Big flush down, pullback, nice rise, makes the next lower high, right back down. So hopefully no one's getting beat up. No one better get beat up today. I'll try to stay cool, calm, and collected on AceFX TV the best we can to guide you and show you what hopefully good habits we could have today. Well, like I said, we got James coming on. Randy's going to come on. Zach's going to come on later this afternoon. So nice little different perspectives. I don't think James took a trade overnight. He trades London sessions sometimes, but I think he's flat. You never know with him, though. So we'll see what he did. Yes. Well, all right, chat. I appreciate you all. I'll be back on Friday morning, and I want to hear nothing but positive, great trading survival today. All right. No horror stories. If you need a new account, God bless you. If it was just like one trade away from being blown and you blow it today, that's different. But if you're having a good run and a good account, and you lose it today, Damn. So it is what it is. Appreciate you. We'll be live in a couple minutes here on ASFX TV. So if you're going to tune in with me the rest of the day, this isn't goodbye. This is just see you later. I'll see you guys on there in a couple minutes. All right.